It's time for a new chain and sprocket. Before we went up the Dempster, we had our bikes looked at and they told us that I needed to get a new sprocket done. We said, we think we can do the Dempster without changing it right away. Oh my god, it has gotten so pointy. It's even worse than like a couple days ago.
Oh yeah.
Saddle up.
Beyond the stars, out where the sun sets, we'll find the light, and we'll keep it our secret. Oh, anywhere you wanna go.
Hi guys. Our motorcycles have held up really well all the way up and down the Dempster over the 1,600 kilometers of dirt, gravel, and mud. And now we're starting to see that the bikes have like some typical wear and tear.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard riding, difficult conditions, and it's always sort of a juggling act of what maintenance you do and when. Part of it is when and where you can get parts. Part of it is when and where you have time and opportunity to work on the bikes. And, you know, it's never easy, but maybe additionally difficult because we're working along the way. So, you know, you plan for a weekend to work on the bikes, and then you get slammed with a bunch of stuff to do.
Yeah.
One of those issues that we knew about and we've been putting off, and we were just sure that it was gonna last without any trouble,
Was my sprocket.
the sprocket.
Yeah, so when did we know that the sprocket was already bad?
I mean, the sprocket was like already bad, you know, as we crossed into British Columbia.
Yeah.
So this has been multiple thousands of kilometers that this sprocket has been surviving.
Yeah.
Not thriving, surviving.
Yeah.
And its time has come.
Yeah.
Stick around.
Way worked up. They've like gone all across the road. There's like no path.
Chase down a brand new adventure. Step up, step out, and enter in. No time for stalling. The wild is calling. When you risk it all, you learn to feel alive.
Yesterday was the best day for animal sightings yet. So we crossed into BC from the Yukon. We said goodbye to the Yukon for the last time. And we started coming in, and then all of a sudden, like animal after animal we were seeing.
We saw bears, bison, porcupines. We saw reindeer. We saw coyote. This highway that goes between Watson Lake and Fort Nelson, it goes through Muncho Lake. This area just after it to the east is more of the foothills. Just some of the most beautiful riding that we've seen in British Columbia.
It was getting late and we didn't want to keep looking for a wild campsite, so this ended up working out really well for us. But I'm excited for today to see what new things come, and we're going to slowly start getting into Alberta.
I have a windscreen that really seems to be designed to pour all the bugs right into your face. So they pour around and smack me right in the face all day long. You can lock the throttle. You just squeeze this a little and you get some water on your glove finger and you just wipe those bugs off and you're good to go, so that as soon as you finish wiping them, the next bug.
Bye. Can I take a picture of your doggo? It's so cute. Hi, fella. Those goggles are awesome. BC and Yukon, they all had pilot cars, and I guess maybe it's just because we need, as Canadians, we follow the law. If we need to wait for them to do their thing and for the pilot car to come, we're much more patient than potentially Americans may be.
Let's get moving.
American, Canadian. Moxie cannot be obliged to feed. Moxers, you've lost out. Food is going away, and we gotta hit the road. So next stop is Dawson Creek, and I don't mean Dawson's Creek.
I've chained Moxie up over there in the shade with her water. It's funny, like she just wants to jump right back on her cockpit the moment that we get down, because the insects keep coming for her and she's neurotic and she can't just let them go. She has to try and eat all of them. To support the Go Roughly Around the World adventure, visit GoRuffly.com to purchase outdoor gear for you and your dog. It's ethically made, looks amazing, and holds up to all the abuse that Moxie gives it during our adventures. Use coupon code GoRuffly20 for 20% off your purchase. Thanks so much, and now back to the adventure.
Jessica basically got ambushed by a deer last night when she was trying to go use the pit toilet, and it was just like there staring her down.
Hi, sweet pea. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
We came across Little Salmon Lake, and that's where we absolutely needed to try dipping our hook in the water. And we did, and we failed. Jess, are you about ready?
Yeah.
All right, well, when you come, don't forget your shoes there. This is how you treat your kibble. Jessica went into the dollar store to get bread and cheese. She is taking, I think, too much liberty with the fact that I have the straps on top of the pannier.
Room service.
What a spoiled dog.
Well, she needed to be in her doghouse because of the insects, and she's been just going crazy about it. But, like, she needs to have a drink, but I don't necessarily want to put the water bowl inside, so she gets to put her snout out and drink. Okay, snout back in.
Retract.
I'll get you some more, hold on. I had a bit of a moment this evening. I was just tired. It's been a long 15 days since we came up and down from the Arctic Ocean. We haven't stayed in a hotel, and so I was just feeling grimy and tired. You know, it catches up with you. I was doing fine. It was gravel. I was going at a good clip and had a bit of a swiggle. I just got into my head. So I did everything of looking ahead, making sure you're looking at the horizon. I stayed in the athletic position, knees bent, elbows up. I got into second gear, so I was able to just glide over that stuff. Once I did that, it was fine.
That shower is a powerhouse. That thing just scrapes the skin right off of you.
As we head off to Edmonton today, we have one important stop to do. And do you know what that is? iPhone repair. Do you know why? Because Gregory was juggling both phones and he dropped mine in the gravel when we were near the Dempster, and it scratched up and it broke basically the glass that's right by the selfie camera.
Hand fail on my part, but if you're gonna drop a phone, definitely drop someone else's phone. Not one of our more glamorous lunch spots. We're in a strip mall here, but we're getting Jess's phone fixed. The glass is being replaced. The fault of yours truly.
How much?
Couple $100. God, brutal. I suppose it's just like how you find a water spot on the ground after the cars had the air conditioning on for a while. Same concept.
After a restful 3 days here at this wonderful Airbnb run by Katie, we are now finally on our way south again.
Now, Katie, isn't it the case that you are basically homeless now? Because you're letting us stay here.
You know what? I've seen a lot of people do this in the US. They sleep in their car, they take shower.
Yes.
So I'm just going to, when you look over there, there's a little thing. I'm just going to put it on, take a shower. I have a towel in my car. So I'm going to use that and take a shower. And this guy will wash out. If anybody is passing, he's going to let me know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, protect. So we are going to Calgary today, and we are going to be staying with somebody from Bike-A-Bunker. Bunk-A-Biker.
That's a candy store. Anyway, found exactly something that's gonna work. Pretty much a maybe permanent fix. And so now the tools can go back in the tool tube, and it's one less sort of thing that's hanging off the outside of my bike that can go flying if straps loosen.
Because we're gonna be on the highway as we go down to Red Deer, I'm gonna put the ear pros on Moxie. What dog would like to have their ears flattened? But it is way worth it when it comes to protecting her ears from the sound, the wind, and the noise that you get on the highways, especially with all the trucks around. Are you harpooning? Are you harpooning? It's time for a new chain and sprocket. Before we went up the Dempster, we had our bikes looked at when we had the tires changed, and they told us that I needed to get a new sprocket done. We said, we think we can do the Dempster without changing it right away. Oh my god, it has gotten so pointy. It's even worse than like a couple days ago.
Oh yeah.
So the good people here at Blackfoot Motorsports are going to do the chain and sprocket today, so that this afternoon we can have our nice little meet and greet, and then we can head further south tomorrow.
It's our time. It's our time. Look how we shine.
Despite this like pretty massive amount of at least aesthetic damage to the sidewall and everything, it looks super ugly what is going on with it. But it has held up with the tube inside for now a few thousand kilometers. And yet, how smart is it to just keep going endlessly?
Watch this grow, so let's go. 'Cause this world keeps spinning faster, and we've gotta chase this light. Let all our shooting stars align. It's our time. It's our time. Look how we shine.
Hi guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed the episode. GoRUFFLY Around the World is a $100,000 fundraiser for the nonprofit Girl Up. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has already donated. And if you haven't donated yet, head on over to GoRuffly.com and hit that Donate Now button. It's 100% tax deductible for those of you who are in the US. In this week's Behind the Scenes on Patreon, we're going to be discussing motorcycle maintenance while we're on the road. You're not going to want to miss it, so head on over there now. Don't forget to subscribe to us here on YouTube and at GoRUFFLY for Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Now we'll see you over on Patreon.